We all know that cavities and fillings are never fun. But what if you could swap the drill for a painless laser? Is this...
Yeah.
Sounds like the audience is ready for a little laser beaming. Is this too good to be true? Chris, help us out here. What's the real deal?
So the future of lasers is very exciting, but don't switch your dentist yet, okay? So, I know, right?
They're like, oh.
The problem is there's too many limitations still. For example, a very common thing is old silver fillings have a cavity that gets underneath them. Well, even if your dentist has a laser, they still have to use the traditional drill to remove the silver filling first, and then they can take out the cavity. I've seen it though, and it works in shallow cavities, so it does give you promise for the future because it sort of vaporizes the surface rather than having a lot of vibration and heat. So you can remove these more shallow cavities. But even still, once there's that cavity has been removed, you have to put the filling in, and that requires blowing air and water on your tooth,
which is going to hurt.
Still going to hurt. So there is an exciting future for lasers, and maybe 5 or 10 years, dentists will be using these. They may be more precise.
If their hand slips, can that damage their gums? Like, it seems, I'm just...
It does look a little nerve-wracking when you see it done, but fortunately the laser is sort of tuned to just cut tooth surface and gum surface a little bit, but if it goes in your eye, that's definitely a problem. So your dentist needs to be really good if they're using these.
So I guess my question is, I know up to 40 million Americans actually avoid or delay dental treatments just because of anxiety and fear. And I think people are turning to lasers because they perceive this as sort of pain-free. So if you're not saying go with the laser just yet, what are your tips for people so we can minimize anxiety about the dentist?
You know, honestly, dental anxiety, everybody has it. I have a lot of dentist friends who they need dental work, and they're like, I'm not going to get it done because I'm afraid. I mean, you think it's a joke.
Make me feel good.
But it's true, right? Here's why. You know, you're not in control, and there's probably going to be a shot, and it's just a nerve-wracking thing because it's a private area. But honestly, I've had many patients who avoided the dentist for a decade, and then they come to me and we just talk it out. The best thing you can do is just voice your fear. You'd be surprised how compassionate your dentist is. They really want to help. And just voicing that concern, they may be able to do one small filling that's really easy. You'll be in and out in 20 minutes, and then you'll be like, oh, I can do that. That was easy. And then tackle the more difficult things down the road.
Don't avoid going to see your dentist.
Nothing
Go find
heals
a
on its
nice,
own like
kind, gentle dentist like Chris.
Nice, yeah, exactly.
And if I looked at you, I'd go, this guy's gentle, he's trusting. My next visit. All right, thanks, Chris. That was awesome.
Welcome.